The first voice you hear every morning might be deciding your eternity, not just your day, your eternity. Two men hung beside Jesus on the cross. Same pain, same moment, same presence of God right beside them. One made it to paradise, one didn't. And the difference wasn't their past, it wasn't their sins, it wasn't even their time left to live. It was the voice they chose to listen to inside their own head. If you've ever woken up and immediately felt that battle in your mind, stay with me, because what I'm about to share will change how you start every single morning. If you're new here, hit subscribe. This channel is where scripture meets psychology every single week. Here's what psychology tells us about the morning mind. The first 10 minutes after you wake up are the most vulnerable moments of your entire day. Your brain is still in a theta wave state, moving from sleep into consciousness. Your defenses are down, your subconscious is wide open, and in that window, two voices show up every single morning. Voice one says, "What's the point? Nothing will change. You always fail. Just stay in bed." Voice two says, "Today is new. I am not finished. There is still grace for me." Psychologists call this the inner narrative, the story you tell yourself the moment you open your eyes. And neuroscience shows that whichever voice you feed in those first 10 minutes sets the neurological tone for your entire day. If this is already making sense to you, tap that like button right now. It tells me to keep making content like this for you. Now here's where it gets powerful. Luke 23, two criminals hanging beside Jesus, both broken, both at the end, both in the presence of God Himself. But one opens his mouth and says, "Save yourself and us," demanding, resistant, looking for God to perform on His terms. That is voice one, the voice that turns outward in resistance, the voice that says, "God, prove yourself to me, and then maybe I'll believe." Psychologists call this an external locus of control, waiting for outside circumstances to change before you choose to change inside. But the second criminal does something completely different. He gets quiet. He turns inward. He says simply, "Jesus, remember me today." No demands, no conditions, just a heart turning towards something greater than itself. That is voice two. And in that one quiet moment of turning, everything changed. The Lord looked at him and said, "Today you will be with me in paradise. Not tomorrow, not after you fix yourself, not after you earn it. Today." So what does this mean for your morning? Every single day, you wake up as one of these two men. And the question isn't what you did yesterday. The question is, which voice will you choose right now, in this moment? 3 steps, simple but powerful. Step 1, before you touch your phone, say this out loud. "Today is new. His mercies are new every morning." Lamentations 3:23. Speak it before the first voice gets loud. Step 2, identify which voice showed up this morning. Write it down, just one sentence. "This morning I heard." Awareness is the beginning of transformation. Psychologists call this cognitive labeling, and it immediately reduces the power of a negative thought. Step 3, make the quiet turn. You don't need a perfect prayer. You don't need the right words. Just say, "Jesus, remember me today." That simple turning of the heart is where everything begins. Right now, drop one word in the comments that describes your morning voice today. Struggling, hopeful, tired, fighting. Just one word. You never know who needs to see that they are not alone. Friend, the second criminal had no time left to live differently on the outside. No good works to show. No changed behavior to prove. But in his final breath, he turned. And that turning was enough. Your morning is your cross moment. The two voices will always show up. The battle will always be real, but you get to choose which one speaks louder. Don't start your day with voice 1. Start it with the quiet turn. Start it with, Jesus, remember me. If this spoke to you today, share it with one person who needs to hear this before tomorrow morning. One tap could change how they wake up forever. Subscribe for more content where scripture meets psychology every single week. I'll see you in the next one.